Hi everyone, how are you doing today? How's the weekend going so far? I mean, it's just Saturday. Feels like already the end of the weekend for me. I don't know why. I feel like a Sunday. Um, yeah, how are things going? Today, hey Mitamurai. Today is going to be really chill out. I have planned a game for today. But yeah, I think you can feel that over the past few weeks, this month has been quite busy and I have been feeling very tired. So when I started stream, usually you can tell that I'm just like, okay, yeah, just feeling a bit tired these days. But that's all good. That's for good reason. So that's fine. So yeah, just chilling out, having some chit chat, and then we're going to play Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I've already played the previous two games. So it was just Tomb Raider and then Rise of the Tomb Raider. I found them okay. The reason why I choose Shadow of the Tomb Raider today is that first I have it on my list of games and I wanted to try it out at least. Even if I wasn't a big fan of the previous two, there's a bunch of things that I actually enjoy in the previous games, and so I thought, okay, let's just give it a try to the third one. And the other thing, I've been watching some very old TV show about relic hunting, so it's kind of the current mood. So yeah, that's going to be quite nice. I haven't watched anyone playing the game, so I don't really know what to expect. But having played the two previous games, I kind of have low expectations, uh, but I expect some nice vibe, nice environment, a very beautiful background in um, paysage and in yeah, a nice chill out game for a chill out weekend. That's really the objective. I had a bunch of games and I was looking at my list of games and I just thought, oh, this one is a bit too demanding. This one may be cool, but it may be a bit hard to do on a stream. And this one just requires so much energy. You have to really be in. And I'm like, no, I just want something just to be brought into an adventure, but something that is not too demanding, something that is simple. And having played the other game, the two previous games, I know that it's going to be simple. I mean, not simple, but yeah, not too challenging for a casual Saturday afternoon. There are not that many people today on Twitch and YouTube. We actually ran our live as usual on different platforms, including Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. But yeah, I don't know if it's because the weather is really nice today. It's well, it was. It's not anymore, but it was pretty nice earlier today. So maybe everyone used that and went for a walk or something. But yeah, it's pretty quiet. So I think I'm going to launch the game pretty early. I like to spend some time at the beginning to some chit chat. But it really depends on the vibe of the stream, and if one day there's a bit less people or not the regular ones, we can just jump into the game early on. That's fine for me. Hey, Kribit, I never know. You need to explain to me how to pronounce your name. Really, I really want to. I just don't know how to. Kribit. No, I don't know. Oh, and I just lost the green screen. What's going on with my green screen right now? Come back, please. Yeah, something really odd just happened with my green screen, and I don't know what to do to bring it back. Like, oh, Cristiano Ronaldo 7 is best of the world. That's what it means. Okay. So my green screen is messing up right now. I may have some idea why. So Cristiano Ronaldo 7 is the best in the world. How do I pronounce your name? Should I just call you Cristiano. Oh, green screen is better now. I haven't done anything. I was about to, and I haven't touched anything, so I don't know. Let's not touch anything just in case. You can call B-Beat. What? Okay. B-A-T? B-Byte? Okay. Oh no, it's, you can call me. Okay, beat, fine. Fine. I'll try that next time. How are you doing today? How's the week has been for you so far? Yeah, I really need to wake up. I almost fell asleep earlier on the couch just after lunch. I was just sitting, and then I put my head next to me like that, and I just almost fell asleep. I'm really fighting to not go and go to bed. Don't know why. I think it's because I haven't been sleeping well, so it makes sense that during the day I feel a bit more tired than usual. How was your predictive? My predictive week? Yeah, busy week and busy months, which is good. I know over December I was a bit complaining that things were a bit quiet. Um, it's it's really it's really funny because December was as soon as we hit the 1st of December, it was suddenly very quiet. And now January is just super busy and I'm adding more and more. So yeah, I've actually had a productive day so far. I managed to do a bunch of things this morning, things that I wanted to do, like pleasure things, like looking after my plants and doing a bit of this and that. Which means that after the stream I'll be able to focus on some tasks. So I am what we call an assessor. So in the UK we have a system of grants for projects and companies, and so I'm part of a group of people who actually go over and review this project, and I do that on the top of everything else I do. And so this weekend I have a bunch of these to do, and it takes lots of time. It's quite interesting to do, to be honest. It makes you get into some topics and some businesses and some projects, and you're like, oh, that's actually very interesting. So it's very interesting to do, but it's also very time consuming first, and also demanding, because you really have to get your head around an entire project in a very short amount of time. So, and then you have to not criticize, but let's say have a critical view, or at least challenge some of the ideas presented, to be able to say, does it fit into the boxes? Can we give a grant to this person and to this project? So it's it's very interesting, but also exhausting. So I have to get into that right after. I need to start because I have a deadline for that. So that's something I usually do on the weekend. I usually say, okay, let's do 1 or 2 a day, and then it's quite interesting. You don't stream daily, right? No, I don't. So what I try to do is I try to stream every week, more or less. So that means that the agenda is once a week we have a live AMA with a startup founder. And then the week after, I usually have a break because it's just to give me the time to do some highlight videos and some materials for promotion. So I do that on the Saturday after, and then after that we have a Saturday stream on creative technologies. So it can be either we follow some tutorials, Or last week, for example, we talked about no-code tools. I've tried a tool really quickly, trying to think about some project we could do with that. And it really varies, but it's usually around creative technologies and tools that enables you to create some things. And then every month we also do a gaming stream, and so that's 3 different formats plus 1 break. So that's almost every week. The AMAs are on the Friday, and the rest of the streams are on Saturday afternoon. So I don't stream it every day. I couldn't. I just don't have the time for that. These days I actually barely have the time to do what I used to do, like exercising every day, or practicing the guitar or whatever. So yeah, I couldn't be streaming every day, and I don't think I will have so much to talk about. I mean, I could play video games and do these kind of things, but I like the fact that because it's weekly, we can catch up, we can talk about the week. You know, there's a bit more content, more things to talk about also. You invest in growing enterprises and entrepreneurs, right? I mean, you put your money in them, help them, get them. So, okay, that's not exactly what I do. So, I am a founder. So, what I do is I run my own company, and that's my main thing, I would say. So on the side, I also do other things. So I am involved in some mentoring program. I am involved in this government aid, but I don't help them get this government aid. I actually work for the government organization that manages that to help them select projects. So I don't really work for the startup for that. Yeah, as I said, I do a lot of mentoring also with founders, but the main thing is I run my own startup in machine learning and video games. So yeah, but I've been involved in the startup ecosystem for so many years that you quickly get involved in many things. You know, you get to know people, there's so many community things going on, so you quickly just get around and be involved in things, and you know, you get to meet people, and they're like, oh, I'm creating this new program, come on and join us and be a mentor and help others. And just naturally, when you start creating your own company, you realize that you need some help with this and that, and you need places to find information, and you do have lots of information online. But communities are very important for that. You know, having people, for example, who understand what you're going through in your ecosystem, in your own industry, or also in your country, because the regulation may be slightly different, the way of doing things, you know, the accounting, legal things, you need to have people around you. So it's really, really useful. Hey, Junster, how are you? Yeah, I work a lot. Yes, I do. But you know, that's also lots of things that are not necessarily work. Like doing mentoring, being active in communities. It's not really work. It's more extra work activities. I don't know how to call that. But it's been years since there hasn't really been a real limit between what is work and what is not. Simply because, you know, you help some people and you spend an hour here working on someone else's company or helping out someone else, and then eventually it kind of comes around in some way. You know, you never know what these people are going to do after, who they may know. So it's more about genuinely being active in a community, and I can't really say that that's really work per se, but it's really useful. And once you, I don't know, if you create another company, or if you, for your own business, you need to get involved in a specific community, it's easier then to know how to navigate communities if you're already active in some communities. Junster, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. As I said before, I am exhausted these days, and I could say that's winter, it's cold outside. It's not. It's not really cold, so I'm just tired. I don't really sleep well these days, and so during the day I have just some moment, especially when the weekend comes, where I think I could actually stay in bed for the entire weekend and get some rest, and that would still not be enough. You know, when you're so tired that it's just, if you know that if you stop, if you sit down, you may fall asleep. What about you, Johnster? Has anyone started doing something for January or had some plan to start something, and how did it go? Because you know everyone in January always say, "Oh, I want to do this or that," or I have these resolutions that I want to integrate or change or whatever, and then sometimes it lasts for a few weeks, and then you realize that you can't keep it uh, as a routine or whatever for a long time. So I'm really curious. I know that some people in the community have mentioned some objectives they had that they were more about changing a few things on the way you're working with other people, and that's kind of a long-term thing. So I'm really curious to see how everyone is getting along with their own objective. To be honest, I had a bunch of things, but they weren't really resolutions or goals per se. It was more about routine things, like managing to integrate this a bit more in my routine, getting back to that, and I have done worse than I did in the previous months because I was busier. So I have been able to exercise a bit less. I couldn't just do as much as I used to. These kind of things. So it's not great, but in the same time, that's okay. There's no pressure, you know. It's not because you say you're going to do something. It's on the long term, right? So yeah, this month you're busy, you're tired, whatever. Next month you may be able to do better, right? You just can't do everything at the same time. You also used to talking in professional corporate world way. You talk like you are addressing a press conference. Maybe is it a good thing? I'm wondering. Yeah, I guess I'm always careful about what I say. It's just I don't say things that I don't know. I don't know what really it's like to talk like addressing a press conference. But I know that a while ago, a few years ago, I was doing lots of community management, and I remember lots of people in the community were quite often telling me that I was very careful and I was addressing things in a very professional manner. And I think that's just the way I speak and the way I do things usually. I guess that's good. I mean, better that than being a bit too casual. I don't know what it's like to really speak more casually, because I don't really work in a very corporate world. I've never done, and I don't think I would be really suited for that. I would be terrible. I had once a job in a corporate environment, and I was there for less than 2 months and I got fired. I think I was 20, 20, maybe less than 20. I think I was 19. Uh, no, no, I was 20. I was 20, and it was very bad. I hated it because I was already working with startups at the time, and just the contrast between the startup ecosystem and the corporate environment. Uh, my job could have been done by a program, and if I knew how to program, um, I would have just automated it because it didn't make sense. My role was just useless, and I hated this job, and so it was actually maybe a good thing in the end to be fired from there. But yeah, it's not really good memories of that. The corporate world is it's not good or bad, but it's just you need to know where you're getting into, and the type of environment you're joining really. I'm sure it changes from one team to another, from one company to another too. I'm just used to move fast, and I think that's something that you would expect to find in a lot of smaller structure, like small startups, working directly with the founders and just moving fast. One day you say something and it's done by the end of the week, or someone suggests that we change the way we're doing something during a meeting, and then someone say okay, and we do it, and that's it. You don't have to go through the hierarchy to get something approved. Things are usually go a bit faster. Bit, you say, I am looking forward to make an online website for a client alone, get certified in as much soft skills as possible, study that's all for upcoming months. That's great. What do you do, Reina, at the moment? Because that's what you're going to do. So what do you do today, and have you done over the past few months? Are you a web designer focusing on client work for their website, or do you have another type of job, and this is your objective? Soft skills are important, and it's especially important right now these days. Oh yes, right, you're a college student engineering, right? Yes. So the client project, you do that on the side, right? I think that's great. Having this experience early on to work for a client, I think it's really, really useful. I remember starting working with clients when I was 18, and this doesn't hold. And I find it extremely useful, especially afterward. When you start working in an environment with more people, you can then refer to this experience and be a bit more confident working with people, um, delivering some project, and just not feel like you're a complete newbie and starting from scratch, but actually feeling like, okay, you know what to expect, you know how to behave, you have a bit more confidence, and then everything you do outside of your degree is actually have an impact afterward, because when you graduate, basically you have the same degree as everyone else in your class and so many other people, so you have to find ways to differentiate yourself, to get your first job, but also just to maybe have a better chance to get into a specific industry you're targeting. So let's say if you're graduating with everyone else, and then let's say 5 people in your class wants to get into the same industry, well, everyone is going to look at the job in this industry and apply to the same jobs, basically. But if some of you have some internship or side project where they can learn things about this industry and demonstrate afterward that, yeah, you actually know a bit more than those who haven't done this, that actually plays in your favor a lot. But then you have to find a way to actually show that in your CV. I think that's actually the hard part, is okay, you're passionate about this, so that's okay to spend time doing a side project. Then it's how do you show that? How do you get the interview? I actually find getting the interview is the hardest part, because then you see if there is chemistry, and it's based on your skills, your personality, how you do an interview. But usually getting the interview is the hardest part. Yeah, John, you say you have done 2 internships, and they're really good for gaining experience. They are. It's also a good way of knowing what you don't want to do. Sometimes you have some ideas of jobs, and you look online, but until you really are part of a team and you really understand what these people are doing on a daily basis, you can say, oh, actually, the job of this person is more what I want to do than what I thought this person was doing. So it's also a great way of having a better idea what's really behind a job title. Just because you may not be doing this job, but you will come across people who are, and you'll be able to talk to them and maybe ask them questions. I actually remember, can't remember what age it was, but I was at school in high school, and I remember they gave us some work to do where we had to do a report and pick one job and try to interview a number of people that actually do this job. For some reason, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I picked something very, very difficult to find. I picked something in the aerospace industry. I don't know why. And I ended up having some fantastic conversation with 5, 10 people in this industry. And I found it very rewarding, just the fact that you have an excuse to pick up the phone and get on a call with someone. And people actually say yes. And I found that crazy. And even if it wasn't really what I wanted to do, because I didn't necessarily have anything with aerospace, I don't know what I picked that. Maybe because it was hard. I didn't want to do something easy. But it was a fantastic opportunity just to have a chat and ask genuine questions. And also when you're still a student, you can ask this question that may sound stupid, or you're worried that they will sound stupid if you ask them in an interview or whatever. And when you're a student, you can, no one expects you anything from you. No one expects you to have any knowledge of what it's like in this industry. So you can ask everything and anything. And that's a great advantage. Just a lot of college students today don't know what they exactly want to do. No one does. But that's okay. I mean, that's completely fine. Junster, the company I worked with, encouraged us to always ask questions. I think it's great, and if a company doesn't, they're missing on something. It's the same as in a class. If you can't fully ask questions, you can't really properly learn. But no one really know what they want to do, and also it changes over time. It's okay not to know exactly a job title, because sometimes there's no specific job title. You're just generally good at doing these kind of things, or you're interested in having a job that involved more, I don't know, development, or more a relationship with people, and it's all about finding what works for you, what you like, and understand what you're good at. And then it's sometimes you have different companies that have very different job title for the same job, and sometimes you have the same job title and it's very different. So it's very hard to say, oh yeah, I want to do this, until you actually start doing it. And also it's going to change over time. So yeah, maybe today you want to do this and you'll manage to get there, and then you realize that, oh, it's nice, but now I want something else, or I actually would prefer to explore this because I've done that for X amount of time. When is Tomb Raider getting started? I haven't played yet. I am actually ready now if everyone is. I always plan some chit chat at the beginning, but I am ready to get started whenever you are. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm almost done with my tea, so yeah. Shall we get started? So I need to first change the stream, the category on Twitch. So it's Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Perfect. Has anyone played the previous one, the Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider? Okay, so we're good on Twitch category. Nah. Launch the game. And we change the scene. Hopefully I haven't missed anything. I usually miss something. always miss something. So game capture, and can we see it already? Okay, I can see the game. I can't yet share it with you. You can have the sound. I don't even know if there's sound yet. I want to ask you something. Is it good to have a LinkedIn profile as a student and then letter out the detail, so fill out the detail later, I mean education, etc., or should make it later after completing graduation? I would say do it right now, definitely. Simply because it gives you a presence, and you know, if you're doing internship right now, you are making connection, and LinkedIn is a great way to just to stay in touch with these people. And even if you're not actively exchanging messages, they can see when you update your LinkedIn, if you want them to see. You know, if you post something, let's say you graduate and then you post a message on LinkedIn saying, okay, I just graduated, I did this, I did that, now I'm looking for my first full-time job. And these people may be able to help you, or to just share your message. So it's important. And also your teammates, not teammate, schoolmate, they are also still student, but they are going to get a job, and as soon as they also graduate, well, you know, you can stay in touch and everything. So I will definitely recommend you to put it now. And you know, you can actually on LinkedIn, when you have degrees, you can put a date that is not going to that is in the future. So I think that's the best. Why there's no game capture? Oh, okay, here we are. Okay, we are good. Took me a while, plus talking about LinkedIn at the same time. But yeah, I would recommend you to create your LinkedIn right now, so you have a presence. You can put some you always end up doing small adjustments to your LinkedIn from time to time. So it's not like it just takes a few minutes, and that's completely fine to always be updating. And you even can choose if you want everyone to see the update, or if you just want to update your profile and no one have notification or see anything. But that's definitely a great tool. But you say you have the game on PS3. Oh, that's nice. Have you played it? Also, please do let me know about the sound. I have just one earphone right now because I got a piercing yesterday. I can't wear one on the other side. So yeah, I haven't played the game, but I played the 2 previous ones. We'll see. I don't have that much expectations. I wasn't such a big fan of the previous games, but there's a few things I really enjoyed in the games. I love the old Tomb Raider, and I just wanted to have the vibe. I mean, like, you know, we're on the menu screen. Where is she? Oh, she's here. Okay, she's here in the background. But when you have this screen, I think it gives you the total, right? Yes, Metamurai, I can do that. Okay. How about now? Better? Not yet? Yeah, that should be good now. So yeah, when I think about Tomb Raider, I think about the old Tomb Raider. I think about Lara Croft going over, I don't know, crazy environment, jungle and everywhere, and like, you know, fighting bears and walls, and I don't know. It's like the puzzle, like when you enter a room and you see this huge maze and puzzle that you have to solve, and it's pretty exciting. But the first two games of this series, they were more adventure, but not in a great way. But there was still a really nice design where it's actually really beautiful, and yeah, that's very different. But we'll see. I don't have too much expectations for this game, because I was a bit bored in the previous one. So you have this wow effect when you see all these nice graphics and especially really big scenes. In the old Tomb Raider you had this cave and it felt a bit smaller. And in the previous two ones you're kind of climbing a mountain. I think it's the first one, just Tomb Raider. You start with climbing a mountain, and it's beautiful, and it really feels like it's really huge around you. So there's a bunch of good things, but I don't know about the gameplay. That's the gameplay I was a bit bored before. So let's get started then. New game. Difficulty. What do you have? Smart and resourceful, okay. Okay, that's just a kind of just easy, normal or hard. We'll go for normal. Usually when I'm on stream, I play easy, but I'm really worried that we're going to get bored in this game if I play easy. So let's just do normal and go ahead with that. Game volume is high. I can decrease that. Let me try to get my mouse back. Okay. Okay, I decreased the volume. Let me know now. Yeah, Metamroy confirms. Yeah, I decreased a bit. Can we get started now? They have changed something on her face.
Jonah, you there?
Still very high. Oh, sorry for that. Okay. Let me put it right here. I also, once we're done with the cinematic, I'll also check if we can get the subtitles when she's speaking.
Jonah, I'm here. Just a little stuck. A rock hit my leg.
Don't move, I'll get help.
No, I'm right on Trinity's tail. I don't want to attract attention.
I'm on my way.
I won't be long.
Start with this type of gameplay, so you have to, you know, press X.
Shit. Maybe through there.
Yeah, I did change the volume. Why is it so high? Okay, let me see. Yeah, I decreased the volume. Maybe, you know what? I'm going to decrease it, not here, in another place, okay? So I'm going to decrease the volume right here. Okay. Now? Is it better? That's the kind of scenes where you don't know if you're playing, if it really has an impact. Like you're trying to give a direction, it doesn't change anything. That's the big frustration I had in the previous games. Quite often I just wanted the game to let me play. You have so many scenes where it's just never ends up. You know, it lasts for ages, and for ages you're like not sure if you're playing or if it really has any impact. You're not choosing the direction. You just, you know, press X when you have to jump, and like it just feels like a mobile game, and I don't like that. I like to be able to choose where I'm going, what the priorities are, what the missions are. So I'm not a really big fan of this type of gameplay. Okay. Trinity Beige. Basic movement, so that should be good.
Jonah, I'm out. Be careful, the way into the site is full of traps.
Trinity's not done with it yet.
They're protecting something.
6 weeks, and still no solid leads on who's leading the local Trinity cell. But I talked to some people in town, and they're excited. There's a VIP coming to the Day of the Dead. Name's Dominguez. We should look into it.
Can't hear much. Let's try to still put it on this here. And do we have something like a menu? Yes. Okay. I do want to have subtitles first. Options, audio, and subtitles on. Okay. Okay. Close. So we're good with that. Let's continue. I'm playing on PC. Yes. Actually, I don't have any consoles, and I play most games on PC, or sometimes some mobile consoles, but or emulators. But yeah, usually PC. Okay, so I start right into a cave. That's interesting. Can jump. Let's see, what do we have? Can do some close-up things. I guess that's to use. Okay, that's if I am hurt and I want to use something. What is that? Okay, that's an interesting button. That's an interesting action. Pretty useful, I'm sure. She's like crunching and at the same time sprinting. I don't know. Let's get there. Bitch, you say you have a PS3, right? You play many games on it. Half spider, half monkey. Yeah, exactly. That's Night Monkey, right? Half Spider-Man, half monkey. What? I didn't even try to do that. I didn't even see I should go up. So I can overhang. What is overhang? I don't know. Well, we'll see when we did it, right? Ooh, we are in a really big cave and I see some kind of pirate thing. Like it looks like a huge crane. Okay. Yeah, I guess they did it. What I like in the modern Tomb Raider is that the gameplay may not be super challenging, but when you do something like climbing a wall or something, you actually have a moment where you realize, wow, I am in a really big room and I am in an environment that is actually bigger than what I expected, and that's something I actually like about these games.
Jonah, I made it.
I'm on my way in. Almost there.
Sorry I didn't wait. Be careful.
So we here. Ooh, okay. So on one end we have like kind of piratey thing. For me, it's a pirate thing. It looks like the medallion in Pirate of Caribbean. Is that's the name in English? I think it is. And on the other end, something like a relic. And I'm sure it's going to be booby trapped. Maybe I have watched too much of movies like relic hunter movies. But yeah, I expect booby traps. Does she have a GoPro on the side? She has something right here. No, that can't be a GoPro. Okay, old school camera.
Laura! Wow. Get a load of this place.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Guess all that research paid off. Now we know what Trinity is after.
Yeah, they really didn't want us in here.
Glad we
So
followed Father's
Trinity,
notes.
if anyone hasn't played the previous games, Trinity is the, well, I guess
I
if
saw
you
where the
have
passage
seen the
collapsed
last
back
Tomb
there.
Raider movie,
Want
it's
me to
like
take
the
a look
big
at that wound?
No, I'm
organization,
fine.
secret organization that she
What is
came
all this?
across in the
Constellations.
movie
This
that
inscription is
kind
some
of
sort of
follows
riddle.
the lines
Pink
of the
fish.
first game.
Pink fish.
Maybe she has a YouTube channel. Maybe she does. I mean, today, if you are a relic hunter,
There's a date here.
you have to have a YouTube channel. I mean, that's the best source of
Something's
income, and that's the best
Looks like
way
it
of
was
promoting your
damaged,
job,
perhaps
I guess.
intentionally.
Why would Trinity sabotage this? They usually just destroy everything.
No, I think the damage is older.
Hi, Shivam. Hi, how are you doing?
Tampered with it.
Oh, she activated something. But
Laura.
that's modern. That's a modern trap.
We gotta get out.
What is she doing?
Come on! Move! Move! Hurry! Come on!
Am I playing? I'm not playing, right? No, I wasn't playing.
If you hadn't dragged me out, I'd still be in there taking pictures.
We'd still be in there. Don't know if you'd be doing much.
Jonah.
Hey, you want to freshen up? Regroup at the cafe? Dr. Dominguez is
The
supposed to be
cafe?
there tonight.
Sounds good. I'll try and decipher the riddle, see if the date has anything to do with it.
Right. Pink fish, Silver Crown Mountains, I'll look into it. By the way, this cafe...
Okay, they're right
Have really
at
good
the
I know the chef.
right next to a village.
not very
So it's not that.
After all of
I
that,
thought it would be in the middle of something, like the middle of nothing. But here it's actually just close to the city.
there he is.
Anything
Who?
new on Dr. Dominguez?
Not much. He's leading a few Trinity digs in the area.
My father mentioned him in his journal more than once. He's an expert on pre-colonial ruins.
Everyone says he's a great guy. Big help to the town. So how's your leg?
Jonah, look. The riddle. Its directions. To find the hidden city, go south along the shore until you find the pink fish.
I found something for that.
Okay.
It's pink dolphins, found only in the Amazon.
Amazon.com.
Then chase the heart of the serpent to the silver-crowned mountain. Look at this. It's the constellation Hydra, the serpent. This star is the heart. It's set in the southwest.
So southwest from the Amazon River. Brazil.
Peru.
Peru?
This date from the ruins, see? If you look closely, it is damaged. This number
Inch, dolphin
looks
technically,
like
not
a
fish.
Maya 13, but what if it's really an 8? With precession, it...
What?
I think he's
Precession.
as lost as we are.
The
Like she's
Earth tilts,
into
so
a
over
trip.
time,
I
the
don't know.
stars appear
She's
in a
like
different place on the
everything
horizon.
makes sense to
Important if
her.
you're navigating by the night sky.
Okay.
In the Maya calendar,
I
that's a
don't
2,000
care. I
year
want to
difference.
learn about that
Back
while
then, the
playing
heart
the
of the serpent
game.
set directly to the west.
So that's why it's in Peru, not Brazil. Trinity has been looking in the wrong place.
Exactly. We need to
Inch,
look
how
for
you
the
doing?
silver-crowned
It's so
mountain
nice to
in
see you
Peru.
around today.
There's more. Something about a key. What is Trinity looking for in the hidden city?
Doctor, we found
It's become a movie. I know, right? And that's what I don't like about the previous games, the previous
that's
Tomb
right.
Raider. I love the old ones, you know, where you have a bit
Wait,
of challenge
hold
and
on.
you really feel you're playing
Trinity's
the
watching
game.
this place.
Even though you don't
Let's
have
try
like
to
an
do
open world where you can go everywhere, you still feel like you are in control, you are playing the game. Here, I'm not doing anything. Can I play now?
Trinity's people are
Oh, I
armed.
have completed
I
the
heard they brought
challenge.
in
It says
reinforcements.
pass of
I'll stay
the
out of their way.
star,
I want to
think.
avoid what happened with
Great.
the last cell we took down.
Since the beginning of the game, I have just pressed X a few times and that's it. I haven't really played, I haven't been able to do anything. Even right now, I can't have access to the control I want. Like right now, if I try to jump, it doesn't jump. I can't jump. So I can just walk. So right now I'm just about to
They
choose
must
the
know we were at the other
direction.
site. So much for a night off.
Where did Dominguez
Can't
go?
do anything.
He can't be far. He must be in the courtyard somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm not playing anymore.
Let's look around.
someone must know something.
Happy to look around. Let me
Hey,
look
Sam,
around.
how's it going?
Gracias, Jonah.
Okay, so I'm just walking slowly, looking for a guy.
Where did he go?
Let's keep looking.
How am I going to recognize him? Everyone is wearing a mask.
Any sign of him?
No. Let's keep looking.
Can you believe it? This one was caught drinking the ofrendas.
Oh dear. I'm sure I was just as mischievous as a child.
Yinch, I remember the very first Tomb
Will take
Raider.
care of that on its
Oh,
own.
really?
He drank enough.
Yeah. I don't know if I remember the first one. The first Tomb Raider I played was the Mega Drive. No, the Saturn. The one on Saturn. And I don't know if it was actually the first one. May not be.
Look, for my father.
but the old
Maybe I
ones
could
were
light one for
really
my
great.
mother.
I've actually, so I've played
I'm not really
the
used to crowds.
Tomb Raider
You'd rather
on
Storm Guards
Saturn when I
or
was
the
a kid.
Deathless?
It was way too
No,
hard
this
for
is
me
fine.
because I was very young and yeah, it was hard. But then when I got older, a few years ago, I played
You've certainly made an
the
impression with
other
the locals.
trilogy.
I like
so
it here.
I think I played
Good people.
3, 4, and it was really good. It was challenging but very rewarding and really nice. You know, even if the graphics look a bit old, I don't care about that because the game itself was super interesting. You know, you really felt like you were progressing. It was hard, but it was okay to spend half an hour, 2 hours on a big puzzle room
Jonah,
trying
he's at
different
the gate.
things, and that's frustrating, but that's that was really amazing. And now I just wish the game was letting me play the game. I don't want too much explanation. I don't need
think I
an
can find
hour of
another way over the wall.
cinematics before starting the game.
I'll take care
I
of
don't
these
want,
guys.
you know, too much explanation on the controls or anything.
How you doing? Good.
I don't want 2 hours of tutorials or anything like that. And that's why playing sometimes older games is very interesting and rewarding. The last one I've played that was very old was the Metroid games. I played a version of Game Boy version, I think, an emulator, and it was really good. And I was surprised how intuitive it was. You know, no one is here to explain you what to do, how to use the control, and you just get it. Yinch, they now want to show off how cinematic
Jonah, I'm in.
they can do. Yeah,
Those guards were not
good
the
for
key earlier.
movies, but
The
for
Minkus must
gameplay.
suspect something.
They should spread out the cutscenes. Yeah, for sure. Like I don't even bother caring for the story right now, just because I can't play. So you know, why bother? If you leave me in a cave and I'm discovering the story step by step by reading the walls and reading some relics I found, that would be exciting. Here, I'm just look for a guy. You walk around. You have an indication. Your friend says, "Oh, you found the guy." I didn't even know I found the guy. And right now, I still can't really play. Like I can walk around, and that's about
Excuse
it.
me.
No, it's not me playing anymore. So I've managed to control her for a few meters. Oh no, I can again. I don't know. It does look great, but it's not really interactive. Yeah. I would prefer the game to look less good and to be able to play
Contact with the
more.
High Consul, Mr. Navier.
Yes, sir. Even after the fiasco.
But it does look good, yes. And once again, even if we are in
Yes,
a
sir.
cemetery, I think, you know, it still feels like a big environment. You know, you can see the sky if you look up.
Pardon.
You can feel that. You can see there are some houses around. You know, it's not just okay. You
Jonah,
have the map of the
Dominguez
cemetery
is
and-
not just the leader of this cell. I think he's the leader of Trinity.
We need to be careful.
I have no idea where I'm going.
Yeah, I heard you.
Seems to be the right direction.
Disculpe, señorita.
My fault.
That would be such a great, you know, a great street if someone was chasing me, or I don't know, if I could just interact with things.
Someone set off a trap at the first sight. We think it was Croft.
Wait,
What's wrong?
I want confirmation, Commander. No more guessing.
I'll make sure we get visual confirmation.
Jonah, they might have noticed me. I'll try the back alley.
I'll find another way around.
Do you think they'll notice me? Because right now I'm next to them, right? Is that this guy? I don't even know who we're after. location on the board, anything that I could maybe find interesting? No, they were just a net for avocados.
Doctor, son muchos de sus hombres.
You can never be too safe. You're very gracious. Thank you.
We should go.
Great, we can see the guy. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a bit negative on the game just because I want to play, I want to walk faster, jump. Maybe talk to characters, you
Yeah,
know, if
this
it is
is
kind of the
Commander
game
Roy.
where you have to learn
Dominguez wants confirmation Croft is
by
here.
talking to people. That's
You have the photo.
good.
Female,
You know, just
Caucasian,
let me do
early
that.
20s. You got that?
Well,
Good. They'll find her.
good. I don't want anyone getting in there.
But it does look good. I mean, when you look around here, it really looks nice.
Hey, get out of my office.
Sorry.
Close the door when
You know, you have a
Right.
high level of detail. The lighting also is really good. You have some area that have
worry.
more light because
Go.
there is a light around, and you know some areas that are
The
darker,
readings at the
but
site are unlike
light in a
anything we've
different
ever
way. I mean,
seen.
it looks really great.
It's the key to our next phase.
If this is it, we'll be ready.
Jonah, they've entered the dig site. It's fenced off and there's a guard at the gate. I'll find another way in.
I found a good spot. I'll watch the perimeter.
Okay, I have a mission. Can I now play the game? Can I jump? Yes, I can jump. Yeah. Okay, I have the control of the game now. Eventually, so they say we have a map. Okay, we have to find an entrance to this thing by going through there, right? That should be okay. Oh, and I have the survival instinct. That's it, right? Yes, I remember that. I'm not going to use that too much because otherwise that would be too easy. And boom. Another cinematic. Please stop that. Well, I guess that's a. I really hope that's the cinematic that marks the start of the game. Like, okay, now you have the real outfit.
Has got to
you know,
be more to
you
these
leave the
ruins.
poncho behind, and now you have your real outfit for the jungle and to be in control and to
A
play the
Maya
game.
pyramid inside some sort of cave.
They must be getting paid per cinematic. That's so right, Ginge. That's too much. That's just doesn't make sense. Even though the older Tomb Raider had a lot of cinematic, it wasn't like all at the beginning. You had a bit at the beginning, but you know you could understand a lot by yourself. Here it's just I want to play. It took 20 minutes. Yeah, exactly. And it's not a tutorial because by now I can only. Oh, I lost controls. If I'm here, if I'm too close to something, I lose some of the controls. So now all I know to do is just to jump and to do a monkey walk. Really weird thing, and that's about it. The rest of the, I don't know how to use the weapon. I haven't used a single weapon or anything else. What is sound? Really weird sound. No, okay. Even right now, I thought I could just jump over the truck, but no, because she doesn't want to jump. So I have to crunch because the game does it automatically. So. It indicates me that I have to go through the tube. But let me try something first, right?
Get it over with already.
Okay.
Put us back ASAP. Any final words?
Wait. I'm a government official. I'm supposed to be here.
Not anymore.
Self
Mr.
skill.
Lead
I
archaeologist.
just clicked on one button.
Your
I
employment
pressed.
has been terminated.
Please, no. I have money. I can pay you.
Okay. I need to get used to shooting arrows. Okay, fine. Yinch, a lot of modern single-player games have become very prescriptive and scripted. Yes, but it's funny because you know older games were also scripted. You know, you didn't have much choices. You knew that you were supposed to go there, right? But the thing is, now you have bigger worlds, and still you feel even more constrained than before. Just because this is an illusion. You have an illusion of a bigger world, but you're actually not playing so many scenes. Are you using controller or mouse? I'm using a controller. I know mouse would be more precise, and usually for shooter games, and for many games, I prefer to use keyboard and mouse. But you know, that's Tomb Raider. So having played the previous games, I decided to go for this. What is that? Okay, that's just a box. Precision is less good, but I think you have some kind of what's the name in English? Something that helps you to aim. So like a aim assist or something like that when you're using a controller, so you don't have to be that much precise. Yeah, I would definitely prefer to play with my keyboard and mouse, but for the rest of the gameplay, that is much more comfortable to play with the controller. And I know the game is really forgiving. Another cinematic.
I know this figure. Ishal, the goddess of the full moon. Oh, and this is Shakshal, the new moon. There's an inscription. Shakshal, the key lies beyond her gaze. The key. This is it. The entrance must be down there. Got to make my way
I
down.
need to go down. What's my real objective? Do I need? I was supposed to get into a different thing. I was supposed to get into there. So maybe I'm going this way to actually find a way to go around by sea. It's weird that there's not really been a console mouse in all this game. Yes. No, that's right. I remember this part of the level. You do? You have played the game then? I didn't know that. I have another box here. Great. I can't... Oh yeah, okay. If you're not just in front of it, you can't really open it. So I need to go down. Okay. I'm sure I won't be able to just go down. And there's something over there. Perfect. Let's just spawn there. And go down.
Okay, this should work.
What? So you're using your thing, pickaxe maybe. You're using a pickaxe, and then suddenly you decide to go rappel and just to have a cord. When did you set up the cord? Like, okay, right now I'm using this. Okay, right. There's no cord, right? I haven't set up a cord. I just jump and I just, you know, put my pickaxe into the rock and that's it. But if I go down, I do this and magic. That's odd. It's a fantasy game. Instant transformation between pickaxe and rope. Yes, that's super weird. I understand how useful it is.
Right.
You couldn't do that in the previous games. And when I talk about the previous game, I talk about Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider.
When Dr. Dominguez arrives, we all go in together.
They're actually forcing us to do that again and again. That's yeah. At least it's useful. Okay. Sure I can find a way. No. The game is clearly telling me to go straight. Should we use the same method? I don't think so. There is nothing. Ah, okay. There is a platform on the top.
All units, get ready. Dr. Dominguez is on his way down.
Damn, I better hurry.
I'm wondering if I'm going to have this type of indications every time.
I've got this.
Nope, I don't. Fine, I messed up.
All units, get ready. Dr. Dominguez is on his way down.
Damn, I better hurry.
Inch, it's beautiful and elegantly disguised, but underneath the lighting and graphics, this is still the old, reliable platformer. Yes, it is, yeah. No, that's right. It's just that, it's just really beautiful, but at the same time, I'm wondering if you know, if that's affect
I've got this.
the gameplay, in a sense that all these scenes at the beginning where I couldn't be playing and it was only cinematics. I'm wondering if it's actually
The
because of the
statue was looking
graphics.
at that
You know,
cave.
if you want the start of the game to look really good to attract people and to retain them and to say, oh yeah, look, it's so shiny and beautiful, but then you can't play because there will be so many things that we could mess up with. You know, if you do the first scenes in Mexico, if you do these streets and everything interactive, well, you need to be able to create animation for all these details, and I don't think it will look that good if you could interact with everything, or it would be a real challenge for that, maybe. Inch, it's almost more fun to watch than to play. Oh, I can understand that. Okay, am I swinging? I'm not swinging. Going back and forth? No. Okay. I am. Okay. Press this. Inch, like the old style elevators when the elevator drive had to keep pressing the lever to move. It does look great, yeah. No, it does look good. Even right now we are in you know, in a level that is in the dark. You know, it's night. I have some kind of pirate vibe, like, you know, in the cave. Plus here there is some crane. I like that. I know we're
Jonah,
not after
I'm entering a
something
cave.
with
We may
pirates,
lose
but still.
contact.
Copy that. I'll keep an eye on Trinity out here.
Okay, what are we gathering? Bullet? What? Mushrooms. Oh yeah, they introduced that in I think it was Rise of the Tomb Raider, maybe in Tomb Raider. You had to collect mushrooms all the time. I think it was Rise of the Tomb Raider.
This
You
cave
could do
looks like
something,
it's
you can
usually underwater.
craft some kind of potions.
The carvings on this Maya monolith are far too deteriorated to read.
Oh great. I find some interesting stuff on the wall, we can't use it. Every frame is good enough to be the cover or movie poster. That's so true. Which is great. I mean, it's a great advantage when you have a game that looks really good. It's amazing, but I feel that so many. What is that? Heart of the Serpent. Okay. But you know, if it can help getting immersed in a game if you have really good graphics. But we can feel here that that's not enough. You know, I was
shit.
pretty much
Should have seen that coming.
into the old games, even if I was playing recently, and it wasn't just about the graphics, it's about what you can do. And what is this? Can I cut this? Nope. So it's not just about how good it looks, right? Here, yes, it looks really good, but in the same time, if at the beginning when I was stuck with so many cutscenes, yeah, it didn't work out in terms of immersions for me. Okay, let's see, survival instinct. Great, it tells me to go into the
Holding
water.
cells.
What do we have? I saw something shining, but no, that was nothing. We have some mushroom. Anything else? What are you doing? My fault. Wasn't pressing the right button. Okay, let's get into the water. That's something I used to do a lot in Tomb Raider when I was a kid. I was always dying at the same moment where you have to fight with the bear. You have a big horn, you have to fight with the bear, and I couldn't do it. So it was, I think, really at the beginning of the game, and so I was always dying, so I had to ask an adult to do it for me. But then I was dying right after, so it didn't make sense. So I spent a lot of time in the manor, like, you know, the training rooms, and you can swim and you can everything. I loved it. So many memories. Okay, so there seems to be a cave. Anything else around? Yeah, there's lots of directions, but I think it's going to be just dead ends. Yeah, nothing really interesting. So how do we swim? Hold A to ascend, B to dive. Okay. Okay, and many ways to swim faster. So when I open some boxes and find some Maya stuff, apparently it does something. I don't see any indication for how long I can stay underwater. What? Okay. Oh, that was just for the bubbles. Okay, you can just catch some air. Okay. Let's continue. Is that okay? Are we now a mermaid and being attacked by underwater things? So I'm barely doing anything here again. Quick time event. Wait, you know what? So far they have explained us more about Trinity going after this guy like Dominguez, and okay, fine. Why am I in a Maya temple? You know, I was initially trying to follow this guy, and decided to go on another road, you know, to go around and find him. And now I'm here exploring this temple, but we don't care about the temple, right? Okay, I need more things for that, right? Yeah. And I also don't like when they do that, when you can see you have something you could be doing, and you can't just because you haven't crafted the right item yet. I find this always frustrating. So what is that? Why am I seeing this? Oh, I'm seeing, okay, so I think I found a map of interesting stuff around in Relics. Really care, but okay, thanks. You know, where are the informations about the temples, about, okay, it is Maya. Any information about what I'm finding, why the serpent thing, why when I open some boxes I have some things, when I open other boxes I got some kind of,
Jonah,
I don't know,
I made it.
XP for something.
I'm in an underground temple.
Good.
Okay.
Whoa. That's not good.
Lara, Trinity's blasting their way in.
Oh, okay.
I can tell. It's causing tremors. There's a pyramid. I'm gonna get to the top.
Let's try to find a way to get to the top then. Can't go this way. Can't be pretty far. Going down. No? No, maybe not. Can I go to this one? I can! I'm actually surprised by how far she can go. I didn't think she would be able to jump that far. I saw something here. No? Wood! Yes, we're taking wood.
Lara, how's it going?
Good. There are platforms that can help me reach the top.
Change.
Looking for
There is
something
always
to
this
weigh them
tension between
down.
the progression pace for effective storytelling versus the progression limited required to make game not too easy or end too soon. Yeah, that's right. And it's all, I think it's her hard, it's a very hard job to balance that, right? But it's more of you know, here I know I'm being a bit negative about the game, but it's not really about the game. It's just that I usually don't play such modern games, and I feel that this is kind of the games that are very well known and kind of shiny, you know, very easy to access, very easy to play, and that can attract a lot of people, which is great. But in the same time, if it really reflects modern gameplay, I'm glad
to
to
find a
not
way
be
to get to the
playing
other side.
too many modern games. Just because, yeah, it's not pretty.
All full up. Can't
I'm
carry
full
anymore.
with gold. That's really odd. Just, you know, not that interesting. I'm not hooked up by the game right now. So much effort to make a game like this. Yeah, it's so hard to do a game. Requires lots of time, lots of resources. But you know, the older Tomb Raider were very interesting just because you had to try and you were into it. You know, you had to try something new all the time. You had to just experiment, different strategy. You had to remember what you've tried. You had to kind of read the.
Good. There are platforms that can help me reach the top.
You had to
something to weigh them
really
down.
read the rune and look
Got some
at.
activity here.
Okay, here there is a shadow that they weren't on the other side, so maybe I can go there and action this, and you know, it's almost about trying every single thing. Experimenting and creative solutions were always fun. Exactly, and it's so much rewarding. You know, it's not the game told you to do this or that. It's actually you found the way to go, and that is, yeah, much more interesting. More than one way to solve a challenge. Also, yes, so even if you don't have this impression, this you know, this open world that you can explore, you still have different ways to approach a situation, and here you don't. Actually, every time that you could maybe make some choices, it's the time where it's a cinematic, and I
Have to raise that bell somehow.
Okay, so the bell is over there. Oh, they highlight you everything. So I just wanted to make sure I was in the right direction. Well, I wasn't, but then they highlight everything. I missed it.
Laura, how's it going?
Good. There are platforms that can help me reach the top. Looking for something to weigh them down.
You're breaking up. Got some activity here. I'm gonna get closer.
I get it. Okay, if I have to weigh them down, so maybe it's for that. Do you know the Age of Tomorrow movie, Tom Cruise and it? Yes, I do. Yeah, I've watched it a few. I've watched it only once. I thought about Oblivion, but no. This one I've watched it just once. It was actually a good surprise. I thought it would be the type of movie that you've seen again and again, and actually I think it was really well made. Have you watched any recent movies recently? Anything? I haven't been to the theater for ages, but yeah, I've managed to watch some movies, and now I ended up. Oh, you watched Spider-Man and Matrix. What did you think? I haven't been to the theater. I have watched the Matrix, and yeah, it's a lol. Yeah, that wasn't good, right? Thing is, my partner was really excited by the trailer, and you know, I wasn't that much initially, and then when I saw it, really hyped about it, I was like, okay, yeah, maybe there's something, and then it was like, oh, maybe there's going to be this and that, and you know, making some supposition what it could be based on the trailer, the first trailer, not the one after. And I was like, okay, maybe that's going to be quite cool. Okay, maybe that could be nice. The entire movie, God, yeah, that wasn't too bad. Keep expectations lowish. That's the best way to enjoy them. Yeah, exactly. What about Spider-Man? I haven't seen it yet. I need to, and I think it's a miracle that I haven't been spoiled. Well, I think I've been spoiled a few things in the trailers, but that's okay. But I haven't seen anything you know, on 9gag or anywhere else. Also, there's a Scream that went out a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago maybe, and that's also one on my list. But you know, I feel that it's better to watch movies long after the hype, just because right now there is a trend where when a movie is making a bit of noise, everyone is going to watch it, right? Everyone is into it, and so you end up with movies like Don't Look Up, for example, where everyone is like, oh, that's amazing, you need to watch that, and everyone is watching it, and I did. I didn't find it good. Okay, I need to attach something to that. I didn't find it good at all. I didn't like the rhythm. They could have done a better job. The beginning, I think the beginning was okay, but the jokes weren't, I don't know, didn't really work out for me. Okay, so I can turn this around. What for? I don't know. So I'm missing something. I'm missing an element here. Okay, that's maybe this. Which movie? It's Don't Look Up. You know, the movie about with the DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence that makes lots of noise a few weeks ago. Yeah, Don't Look Up, right. I mean, I'm not saying I don't recommend it, because everyone is talking about it, so, you know, it's fine to watch it. But it wasn't... What am I doing with this thing? Is it going there? Ah, okay. So I need to attach that to something. Maybe to this also, like this 1, 2 thing attached. Let's try that. You haven't seen it, okay. Well, just lower your expectations, because everyone is saying that's amazing, so...
The cart
yeah.
would tip over if I reeled it in.
What will tip over? What's your problem with that?
The cart would tip over if I reeled it in.
Okay, that's not a good thing. So maybe I need to cut it. Let's try that. I need to cut it here to align it so we can bring it up, if that's the objective. Okay, I get it. Okay. You first do this. You turn that in the right direction so you can face the thing to attach. Okay. Forget that. You attach this part and then you do this. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Yinch, I am remembering the giant block pushing that Lara used to do for climbing. The giant block pushing? Yeah, I remember that. That was really odd, right? She was all vertical and yeah. What am I supposed to do with that? Oh, I think I may have to cut it here. Yeah, cut it here so it actually destroys the thing on the side. Yeah, that was a very strong shot. I don't know what was in it. Yeah, to make steps. Yeah, I remember that. And also when she was, you know, she has this lateral walk. That was also really odd, but pretty useful sometimes, where she was like walking like a crab on the side. You don't have that anymore. You can't do that. You could also, when she was jumping, she was like doing a roulade or something. Okay, so we're on this one. We can't see crap. Should I just jump straight? That's a big risk. There is something over there, but it's too far. Oh no, there is one here. Can I maybe reach it? No. No, I can't. Yeah, I remember that too. And it's not something that you actually used a lot in the game. Okay, the game brought me here. Fine. Okay. Nope. Somersault jump, also the handstand when climbing up an edge. Those graphical flourishes were not useful, just fun extra. Yeah, exactly. But you really felt like you were controlling what you were doing, right? Like if you wanted to walk jumping non-stop, which I was doing, you could. I came from here, that's not the direction. That's not where I need to go. What am I doing? Is it? Let's check. No, we have to go there. Oh, I see. I see what the problem is. No, okay, so I need to go there to lower the level of the thing, of the platform, and then to jump on the other one to go fast. Or I'll just go there and go really fast there. I wasn't fast enough. Okay. So let's just come here. Okay, and no, that's it. Apparently that's it. I didn't press on anything specifically. Apparently it worked. What are you doing? What's this animation? I just want to go up. Okay, just needed to let go of the rope. No, not the monkey walk. Okay, need to find another way. I can jump though, right? No, that was a bit high. Slightly too high for her. That's okay. Let's see. Can we go up? I don't think so. Is there something I can jump on? No, why did you jump? Hard to tell where the end of this platform is. Climb something. Nope. What? No, don't do that. No need for that. Okay, what about... Nope, okay. Let's see. What do we have? Anything I can climb? I'm sure she can go through that. She won't. Destroying the wall could be a thing. No, I don't think so. There is a white mark here. Do you want to? Okay, that was it. Double jump. cinematic. I feel they changed something about her.
Jonah!
I'm not sure what it is, but in
Jonah,
the
there's a
two
mural
previous
here.
games, she didn't look like
It
that.
shows a box.
Exactly. I think maybe her
Inscription
hair
says,
were a bit
the silver box of
less
Isha.
dark.
That must be what's in the hidden city. This is a Maya myth. It says the box will summon the god Kukulkan.
The creation god. Is that what Trinity's after?
Wait, there's more. Looks like a series of
I think she may
cataclysms.
also have more freckles.
A tsunami. A storm. An earthquake. Volcanic eruption.
So much for the god of creation.
Well, in Maya belief, Kukulkan is the god of creation and destruction.
Is this
This
younger
looks
Tomb
like
Raider?
the Hydra
Well,
constellation, but the stars seem
it
out of
depends-
alignment.
Younger than which one? It is. So it is after Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider. So I don't know. Earlier they said that she is in her early 20s. So it's technically she is younger than in the old games. But then I didn't even find the relic
Jonah, I
myself.
found a dagger.
Didn't even let me play with the
There's an
with the
inscription.
thing on the top.
The key to
But yeah, so
Isha's
technically
heart
she's
unlocks
younger
the
than the old
cleansing.
Tomb Raider, but she is older
We can't
than
let
the
Trinity get
last
hold of
movie.
this.
And with I can't remember her name.
Shit! Laura!
Vikander. What's her first name? Something Vikander. She's yeah. So she's older than the first two games. It really looks like she has a webcam here, so now I know what it is. It's actually not a GoPro, it's just her camera. So I think she's using. No, it's not. Looks
What
like
have I
it.
done?
I thought that she might be using
Jonah, get to higher
something
ground.
to Alicia Vikander. Yes, exactly.
Hurry.
I thought she could be using something like a pendant or something to attach her camera because she doesn't have much pockets. I mean, of course she doesn't. She's a woman. And women don't have pockets in their pants, or very small ones, which is a problem. So she has to find, you know, ways to attach it to her. But I don't know, because in the cinematic it didn't look like her old camera. The camera she uses is actually like an old camera, not old, but you know, not a smartphone. So I don't know. Could be it. Could be something else. Something that I like though in this game is that in the previous ones you had so many side missions. You always constantly during the game had like a bunch of missions on the side, always like grabbing your attention and saying, oh, you should do this and that and that. And so you had so many missions to focus on. Maybe it's coming afterward, but so far it's not the case, which is good. You know, you don't just feel like you're going to one point to another.
Checking on the water pump right now.
Okay. Let's make sure everything's copacetic here.
Do I have? Yeah, control. Inch, pocket equality. I wish.
How's it going with that pump?
Can I just
Answer
do
me.
what it was supposed to do?
Finished
That
with
would be
that pump
useful.
yet? This isn't time for games, shithead.
Great, I get insulted by this guy now. Inch, also remember
Stuck
that
in
in
the
Tomb
elevator?
Raider 1 she never killed humans. Yes, that's correct. And I think it's pretty much with this series that she's really aggressive. Oh no, even before there were some games where, you know, she had guns, but it wasn't the entire game. Why can't I just get in this? Can't interact with anything. Can I jump on that? Yeah, just didn't get enough things from him. I don't know. Yeah, that's right. She didn't kill human, but it changed rapidly, right? But then she always like did kill, but it was more defensive. You know, when you have people shooting at you, you have to find ways. But yeah, now she just kills people straight away. You don't know who is this guy. You don't care. There's a graph on Reddit saying how many kills per Tomb Raider game. Oh really? Oh, I need to check this out. Where am I supposed to go? Camera, please. Okay, that's good.
Come and help me get these lights ready.
Even when she's just climbing,
Operation
walking,
Black
now
Hat
I
has
don't
been
have
initiated.
control. That's again a
None of the local
cinematic.
workers leave the site alive. Ah, fuck. We've planned for this. Make sure the perimeter's secure.
What do you think is in there? I don't know, but I hear the readings are off the charts.
I think I killed him when he was talking to someone. Okay,
Inspectors are coming. Be ready.
crap! That was a grenade. Oh no, no. Okay.
I'll have a look at the generator. We'll need those lights
Shadow of
later.
Tomb Raider
when Mingus
is
goes down.
third highest kills. Yeah. But she kills straight
think is in
away.
there?
Like you don't even
I don't know.
try
but I hear the
to
readings are off
get
the
into
charts.
it in the later
Let's just
game
make
when
sure the
you know
perimeter is secure when
sometimes you
Commander
have
Rourke
like
gets here.
everyone against you and
We'll be
everything.
ready.
Oh,
Inspectors
now
are coming.
I'm
Be ready.
so much closer. Can I just kill him again this way? I want to do something a bit more, I don't know, furtive. Inch muddy cloth is clever. Is the other one around here?
Ah, don't worry, I'll fix it.
This is taking way too long. Dominguez has to wait for us when he gets here. It's not gonna be pretty.
Inspectors are coming. Be ready. Almost loaded.
Where are the other ones? I think I need to. Dude. No? Everyone? Anyone else? No, I think I killed everyone. There weren't that many of them. Now it's time to get to the loot. Not only you kill them, but also you gather some stuff from their own pockets.
Your privileges have been revoked.
Who's speaking?
Operation Blackout is complete. No witnesses.
Did I miss someone? Let's move on. I don't think I've missed anyone. I don't know who is speaking, but yeah. It's lucky there's medics scattered everywhere. In this game.
All right, let's dispose of the
Okay,
bodies.
let's just wait a
You,
bit.
monitor the policeman.
Have a guy on the
know when the
top over
gunshots
there. I
get
don't know
reported.
what he's doing.
Morgan, the reinforcements are on
Three
the
guy
way.
on the ground.
I want everything ready when they get here.
Goddamn
Just one on the
archaeologists.
top? I think there may be two
Glad
of
to be
them.
rid of
I'm
them.
not
Yeah, they've been
sure.
trying to warm out our
He's,
intentions here
like
for
in
ages.
animation,
Well,
he's like
they
he's
found
speaking
out
to
tonight.
someone, but you know,
Welcome's
that's a
worth
game,
it.
so you don't know.
Yeah, assholes should have minded their own business.
Can I just keep the one on the top, maybe? It is going to be 50. Wow, the guy had already a grenade ready. good at healing. Okay. I need to find the shortcut how to
All
heal.
right, let's dispose of the bodies.
So I'm not going
Here,
to start by the one
monitor
on
the
the
police
top,
van.
right? I need
Let
to
us know
start
when
with
the
the one
gunshots get
closer
reported.
to me.
Rourke and the reinforcements are on the way. I want everything ready when they get
Wow, one is just right here.
Goddamn archaeologists.
Maybe I can do
Glad to be
this
rid
with
of them.
Yeah, they've been trying to warm out our intentions here for ages.
Well, they found out tonight.
No one
Hope it
has
was
seen
worth it.
anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Assholes should have minded their own business.
Until they find it.
Base.
This
What can you do? Engaging hostiles!
what is it?
No shame in giving up! Well,
Where did he go? Okay, how do I heal? Like that. Oh crap, it's here. Attack! Ah! What are you doing? Okay, I'm killing him with my bare hands. Great. What? I don't have any arrows? Are you kidding? Oh, now I have bullets. Is it better? How do I switch weapons? That they should have told me how to do that. Whether instead of cinematics. Okay, so let's loot the guys that are already here. One. No, that's not a medkit. This one. Here we have. Yeah, that is good. Some Molotov.
Visual confirmed. It's Croft. Engage.
What? There's a cinematic where
Dang it, what's her line?
about to die. I'm sure they're going to get
She's
me.
killing our people. Fuck. Copy that. Target sighted.
But I am still torn by these guys. I'm going to die. I think I didn't have enough medkits with me. Crap! When the game restarts, I'm not taking cover. Okay, one way I'm fine.
explode on your end?
One is just right there. Too far away. This one is okay.
He's out of round! On out! Still up for this? He's holding on, but not
I didn't see him coming.
taking fire!
Another one? Yeah. I think I'm going to use many medkits.
You're just one person. What
Who's
can
left?
you do?
Oh, I think there's one there. No? I don't see anything. Oh yeah, I see you.
I hope that's all of them.
Yeah, I think I killed everyone now. Right, now it's time to loot everyone. So we have a Tomb Raider Lara Croft now that has automatic weapons. Not just pistols, but you know, automatic weapons. Not to defend herself, but to actually attack an entire building. Can we get in there? You know what, I'm not playing. I'm really glad that I got this game for free. So it was one of the free Epic games. And if anyone is not actually getting the free games from Epic, I would recommend you to check it out because they're really, sometimes they're good, but they're also a great way to discover new games. Every week you have a different games, and over Christmas you have a game per day. And so Tomb Raider, you actually had the entire trilogy over Christmas. I think it was for Christmas Day or for the last day of this version. And I was happy that they had this one just because I've already had the previous ones, and I knew I wouldn't pay to play this game. So I was, you know, just happy to be able to try it. And yeah, the Epic free games is a fantastic way to try new games. There's lots of games where I never heard of them, and just because they're free on Epic, I'm just like checking online what they're really about, and sometimes they're really good surprises.
It's in a safe place.
I also have Control that I want to play, and same, it was also through Epic. So the big bad guy that was the main target, now we already found him. It
never occurred to me that you would just take. With this key and the silver box, we can remake the world without weakness, cruelty. And certainly with none of this.
So the bad guy is actually a good guy? Or a bad guy with good intentions?
The death of the sun.
You're lying.
Lara, you felt it when you took the key.
Tremors are common.
A tsunami is coming, and this is the first of many catastrophes you're doing!
You would have done the same!
Okay, so we messed up. We took the relic, and it's bad.
Yeah. By taking the key, you set the apocalypse in motion. Do you realize the tragedy you have unleashed?
It's actually interesting. You know, it's actually good that she thinks she's doing something okay by stealing some old relics.
The cleansing has begun.
Something really bad is coming.
It falls to me now.
That's good.
Stop it before it consumes us all.
Interesting. Why is she holding something? Is she holding her bag? Oh, the tsunami is actually coming around. She can survive. You can survive such a tsunami when you are like in the middle of days. I'm still not playing. Am I going to play? Oh yeah, I can choose the direction. Exactly, I don't know why. That's brutal. Oh yeah, remember that. Actually, I found that in Rise of the Tomb Raider, her death was sometimes okay, so let's go this way. I don't think so. Okay, what about now? Yeah, no, still not playing. Now. Oh yeah, I'm playing now. Okay. So lots of dead people. Bubble, they were bubble. Yeah. Okay, exit. Can she? No, there's no. Okay, we can't see anything, but there is no way to go up here, right? I can't see anything. Are we supposed to go down or up? Lots of dead people floating around, and I can't see any. Maybe down there. That's where we came from. But there's a bubble here, so we can breathe a bit. Okay, so let's go there. Where are we going? Oh, maybe through the car. What is she doing? No, I'm not playing anymore. Yep, that's not me. Okay, fine.
Got to find high ground.
Okay. So. Okay. You know what? Let's call it a day. I think we have seen different type of gameplays today of this game. You know, we've seen the nice graphics, kind of cave, relic hunting thing, which looked pretty good. We've seen some, you know, the city environment, and now we are in the city but floating and floating, kind of in the between. Because of the tsunami, so we've seen kind of different kind of gameplays. We've also had some fight. So yeah, I didn't have much expectations. I'm a bit disappointed by the gameplay, but yeah, the game looks really good, and I think we have a good overview. I am not going to finish this game. I don't think so. I think if I want to play a Tomb Raider, I'll just be playing an older game. Just because I'm not into the story very much for this one. I think the long, very long cinematics and all this time where I can't be playing the game, it's just frustrating me so much. But that's okay. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of people who like that actually. You know, if you don't really have time to play much games and you want something chill out, and that's what I wanted for today, and that's why I picked this game, because I knew that it wouldn't be too demanding when it comes to, like, you know, you're tired, you don't follow everything because you're chatting with people. I knew that would be fine, so that's why I chose this game. But that's okay. I mean, I expected this, so that's fine. And we still had a good time, and it's still a beautiful game. So good eye candy, and you say. That's true. And it's also chill out. I mean, if you don't want to bother for something too intense, you have some moment where it's a bit intense, where you have, for example, you have the fights, and then you can spend more time exploring the caves, even though you can't really do much exploration at that point. Maybe later on. I remember I think it's Rise of the Tomb Raider, you start, you have a lot of survival things to do. So there's moment where you are in in very big spaces like in the forest or in the mountain, and it's a lot of exploration. You can go a bit everywhere. You can actually visit homes. I can't remember if it was the Tomb Raider or Rise of the Tomb Raider, but I actually like this part. You know, you could explore the city, and it felt more like an adventure more than just following and playing a bit between cutscenes. So maybe that's like that later one. Maybe that's just the early game that is, you know, it just wants to get you into the story really fast and uses lots of cinematics for that. And it does look good, all right? Just in terms of gameplay. I always have this frustration where I'm like, I'm not playing now. It's not me, it's the computer. So I'm like, okay. But that's good. I mean, it's more like almost an interactive movie where you have some moment where you're playing and some moment where you're not. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day. It has been super nice chatting with everyone. We had a nice chat earlier, you know, talking about a resume and a career when you're still a student. So it was super nice talking to everyone, catching up also. So the next stream will be next Friday, not Saturday, but Friday. We're going to have a guest for an AMA. I found my guest, so that's going to be really interesting. We're going to talk about community building, monetizing a community, as well as investing in other founders and VC Scout and all this kind of way of investing in other founders. So that's going to be really interesting. I'm going to announce the name of our next guest somewhere next week. So I think I usually do that around Wednesday, but we'll see depending on how busy I am. Check out my Twitter for that. And also, if anyone is not on the Discord, well, feel free to stop by and keep the discussion going after the stream. But yeah, everyone, it has been a pleasure seeing you again. And I wish you all a fantastic weekend ahead, end of the weekend. Enjoy your Saturday evening, and tomorrow I hope the weather will be as nice as it has been today, so you can enjoy a bit of time outside. It was supposed to be like big rain, big storm that I have heard from the news. Haven't seen anything like that yet, so let's enjoy some sun. See you soon everyone, and yeah, see you around.